Yo, welcome back to King Roach's Promised Land. We're going to play a little bit of Madden. Got to play the Vikings in a simmed fantasy draft league. It's been a little interesting. Definitely got some building to do on this team, but we're going to work it out. He said he didn't get my invite, so we're going to try to send same time. See what happens. Hopefully it works. Yeah, we good. I'll try some. I don't really like, sometimes I don't like buttercream. It depends on how sweet they make it.
It's not that sweet. You want a big piece or a small piece?
A small piece. Thanks for stopping by the stream, fellas. I just dropped my phone, so that just happened.
Okay, Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the newly named Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and our home team. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready. Blue ready. 57. Not today, you are. Not today.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Get a run play. Try to get an easy, manageable third down. I don't really have this team where I can play fast.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a long day for you. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the easy. Hey. Hey, let's go.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. On play action, Winston. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Wild Bill. Slant. Let him go.
Breida, he'll try the right side. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They go play action. Winston. He wants it all for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard.
You don't know,
does
you
go
can
into the
stop by,
DNA
drop
of
a
a
like,
team
drop a
that's
share,
trying to
drop a
establish
sub
itself
if
to
you feel
start a
like that's
game.
what's necessary.
That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the
We
3.
play a lot of Madden,
3 first downs
a lot of
and 3
Fortnite,
points.
we're not scared to
And
play
the
any
decision
games,
to bring it out in a good one as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Oh, what's up? I didn't know. It didn't show your other name.
Ready. 50 in. He's counting me. Back.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Exit. Check 37. That's the one.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now it's Haskins escaping the pressure right. It's caught by Jackson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I'll check him out.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game.
Awesome.
The disadvantage of blitzing
What kind of camera you getting?
often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On the ground with a rookie from Iowa State, David Montgomery. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And it's a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
We have seen this before.
Nice double hit stick right there.
Coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here we go, G. Here I come again.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He should have threw it to the outside
and threw it to the inside.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He's got a first down past the 30. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
A gain of 12. First down, Vikings.
Every time I play this dude, it's a dogfight.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Right.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Sometimes Madden just don't give it to you.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
3 down. Check nickel.
Now a give right side, Coleman. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 34-yard line.
Cool.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Second down, Haskins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back
Sometimes
down
YouTube
the
messes
15-yard
up,
line.
honestly.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having,
I really couldn't believe he threw that ball. I followed it all the way.
That throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
5 on the 50.
Following the interception, Winston.
No, I had
And
it.
he's going to go down. He's
Winston
back
wouldn't even
in the
throw the
24.
ball.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Pretty
so
much.
that
I'm from
complicates
Arkansas.
things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Check 99. Check easy.
Now it's Breida. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Winston.
Oh, he dropped it.
Zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Bailey able to knock it
robbed
through.
right there.
And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces
I know, I
them
was
to
robbed
settle
right
for
there.
3, and it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Dogs, what did y'all do with my drink?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense.
All right, bro, see you later. I'll definitely stop by and see some of your videos.
It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
2nd and 5 now. Haskins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From midfield now, Haskins. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Noah Spence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Switch.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Lets it fly for Thielen. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He's going to pin me.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
He's going to pin me.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fight...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. On the return, Jackson. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. This one complete to Coleman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Right there, should have been a pick
It's
six,
funny,
bro.
throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing, Winston. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's caught inside the 25. And we're gonna get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Bailey's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now Haskins trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A quick throw complete to Chark. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw is Winston. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Check. Watch the safety creep.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And this is caught by Jackson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Check 50. You go tight.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 30.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
I got you. 53 the money. 53. Check 53. We own them.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2.
Hey, keep it up. Check. Lucky.
Haskins will throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. That'll be complete to Breida. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. The defense is saying, okay, now that's more like it.
Yeah, we hear from coaches all the time how they preach a next play mentality. Doesn't matter whether the previous one was good or bad. You move on to the next one. But we just saw evidence of that happening right there.
He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now Winston, able to haul it in is Kittle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
Now Winston. And he's got it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Sony Michel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point 4th quarter lead. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. William Golston. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Third and 14.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Slam. Slam. Slam.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Slam. Slam. Slam.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Haskins now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Running out of the gun here, Breida. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And it's Michel once again. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This from 42 yards out. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the home team here, it's a 4th win of the campaign as they get to 4-10 on the year. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night, everybody.
First time I got that solo survey. Got the Raiders next. I don't remember who that is. said Robbie Anderson's full recovery, probably. What is it? Madden headaches. I will send an invite for another league. Dude trying to get me to look at a trade. My second corner, it better not be Sheffield, it better be Oliver. These Giants. Bill said he was moving somebody too. What's up, Grim Reaper? We're over here trying to make a trade. Well, we actually just talked into making a trade with the Giants. I'm going to try to move my Falcons to a much younger team and not try to take a whole lot of cap hit. So we're going to do this right here. Use Ridley. Trade you Hill? You trying to hurt me, aren't you? What you trying to, what are you going to offer? He got a heavy contract. I ain't even going to lie to you. He got a heavy contract. Hey man, they can't see him on the field, so it might work out. It might work out. You shouldn't have lost your game. Who did you play? Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, yeah. Dude, I don't even know what to tell you about that, bro. Madden hoed you from start to finish, bro. Are you fixing to be streaming or what? Because I'm fixing to lay down. I can support your stream. I was supposed to play another Madden game, but dude not showing up. Alright. Not a problem, bro. I still may swing by your channel and check it out, though. Because I'm not waiting on this guy forever. I'm not waiting on this guy forever. Let's see if he's ready. I actually probably need to do matchups in our league, see if we can get those going. Graham, are you in Greg's league? Are you getting in that?